So for these questions, I think it is about quadratic function, right? So quadratic function is like, it's like they trying to ask about the x coordinate of the x-intercept, which mean these both, like this and also this, right? Remember, whenever they asking you about the x coordinate, there are two type of questions that they're asking. They can either ask like x coordinate, or sometimes they asking us or they're asking about coordinates. Yeah, coordinates of what? Of x-intercept. So in this case, I think if they ask about the x coordinates, you should what? Just the answer. It's supposed to be x equal to something. Do you understand? It is supposed to be x equal to something. Yeah. Like, for example, like x equal 4 or something. But for this case, you should write 4 and 0. Do you understand? That's difference. So what we get now is f of x equal to negative 2, x minus 1, and x plus 3, right? So we know that f of x equal what? Negative 2, x plus 1, and what? Oh, x minus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, what should we do? Plus 3 here. So first of all, when they're asking you about the x-intercept, remember, x-intercept, in order to find the x-intercept, we just let f of x to be 0 or equate it being 0. But if they asking us about the y-intercept, which means we should, it's like let x being 0 and plugging into f of x, and then you kind of find f of x. Okay, so here for A, I think for I, x coordinate, right? Yeah, coordinate of x-intercept. So I think you can just let f of x equal to 0. So then you're gonna get what? X minus 1, x plus 3 equal to 0, right? We don't really care about negative 2 like this because it's nothing. Which means if we equate negative 2 x minus 1 and x plus 3 equal to 0, we can divide both sides by negative 2 and it disappears. So the main things that we should focus on is x minus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, so that means x equal to negative 1 or x equal what? Negative 3, right? This is the answer. That's all. Okay. Yeah. So when they're asking about the x coordinate, you can just x equal 1 and x equal negative 3, and that's all. Actually, I think it doesn't disappear, but whenever number namokni, like like the 3 factors including negative 2. So when you equate, okay, let me explain you like this. It's like when you equate negative 2, x minus 1, and x plus 3, right, equal to 0. So that means you need to find x minus 1 and x plus 3. Oh, I'm sorry, you need to find the x. So that means you gonna isolate this, and this has to be swapped to another side. So or we can just say eliminate from the first or left hand side. So we like in order to eliminate negative 2 like this, because it times, so we have to divide both sides by negative 2, and this also negative 2. So then we're gonna get here x minus 1, x plus 3 equal to 0. It's only like this. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why. So whenever you trying to find the x-intercept, you don't have to care about the negative 2 or the number in front of everything. Is like the constants I'm focusing on. So we only focus on x minus 1 and x plus 3, equate both of them equal to 0, and then find x. Okay. So that means I think x is gonna be equal 1 or x equal to 3. What about the second one? The coordinate of the vertex. Actually, the coordinate of the vertex. It's this question. I think it's kind of tricky though, because we always learning about general rules, which is if the quadratic form is ax squared plus bx plus c, we gonna think like we gonna think like x coordinate of the vertex, it should be negative b over 2a, and we plugging into f of x, and then we're gonna find the coordinate of the vertex, right? Or if they are giving us the quadratic function form like this, we can just set h and k as the common factor or as the coordinate of the vertex. But what if they're not giving us neither this nor this? What should we do with this? Huh? Okay, can you read this? Can you see the curve? Can you notice something? The vertex is right in the middle between these two x-intercept. Yeah, no, like the point is not in the middle, but what I mean is the x coordinate of the vertex is right in the middle between both x-intercept. So you can just find the x-axis, okay, the axis of the vertex, and then you plug into the function, and that's all. Okay, so find vertex, right? I think you can just like x vertex. In IB, don't really care that much about it's like too detailed or not, just shortcut, but make sure it is reasonable. Yeah, 1. I think it should supposed to be negative 3, right? Minus 3, because like in general, like plus negative 3 over what? Over what? 2. So gonna be negative 1. So f of negative 1 here, it's supposed to be negative 2, negative 1 minus 1, negative 1 plus 3. So it's gonna be 4 times 2, gonna be 8. So the vertex is negative 1, 8. That's it. You understand? Are you sure? So let me recap. So there are 3 ways of finding vertex. First, if the function is given in general form like this, you must find x-intercept of the vertex. X-intercept can be found by x equal negative b over 2a. You got it? X of vertex. And then if they give you like a, like form like ax minus h squared plus k, you don't have to think that much. You can just consider hk is vertex. But if they give you a x minus p and x minus q, right? So that means h of vertex equal to p plus q divided by 2. So you might be wondering why I'm only mentioning about the x of vertex. Actually, we can find y vertex by just plugging it into function, and that's all. Okay, the stressful the stressful part is finding x of vertex, and that's all. So after you found that, you cook. You understand? Yeah. So I think about last questions. Write down the value of h and k. I think just h equal negative 1 and k equal 8, and that's all. Okay, that's it. H is x-axis of vertex. K is y-axis of vertex. That's it.